Today was kind of a classic fall day in Maine. We had the overcast skies and cool breeze.
Yeah, I think so. We're going to get away from the breeze for tomorrow. It'll come back a little bit on Sunday, but we really kind of squeaked in a good weekend. It could have been a lot worse, especially when we were looking about a week ago. I was getting a little nervous, but everything worked out all right. I'll talk about that in just a minute, but for today, a little bit on the cool side out there, upper 50s to low 60s along the coastline. A little bit cooler inland, only 46 as a high today in Rangeley, so a little bit chillier up there. And we also had a northwesterly breeze coming in, which has calmed down in the overnight hours, but it made things a little bit chilly earlier today. Now, we started out with some sunshine, but then things clouded up pretty quickly. These clouds have been sticking around for most of the day. They have started to dissipate as we've gone overnight today, but it ended up being a little bit of a cloudier day than a lot of us were expecting, but that's all right. We had a couple of showers move through today, especially earlier in the northern mountains due to some upsloping. Then we also had some showers in eastern Maine, but things have dried out now, and we're going to stay mostly dry as we head through the weekend, except for a couple more upsloping showers for Sunday. Low temperatures tonight, a little bit closer to average. A lot of 42s, 44s. Now it's going to stay a little bit warmer inland tonight because we're going to hold on to some of that cloud cover up there. So pretty even across the board to low to mid 40s. Now I mentioned that we kind of escaped with a good weekend, and the reason we did that is because we kind of have a sandwich going on here. We have a system to our north which has been giving us some unsettled weather throughout the past couple of days, and a more robust system to our south which is going to give some heavier rain to southern New England and to New York, but we're going to kind of be in the middle here where we're going to end up being pretty dry for the weekend, just a little bit on the cloudier side. And then as we go into early next week, things are going to be a little bit chilly because we're going to get that northerly flow continuing to come in, and with this system hanging out over to our east, a little bit unsettled with some extra moisture in the low levels of the atmosphere. So tomorrow morning we'll start out clear towards the coast, a little bit of fog possible inland and in the river valleys, so it's just something to keep an eye on if you're doing any driving. And then as we get into the day, some clouds to the north, sunshine to the south, but overall Saturday is going to be a pretty good fall day out. Recommend getting outside and enjoying it. Sunday is going to be a little bit more on the cloudy side, especially for northern Maine, once again kind of holding on to that cloud cover. We could see a couple of scattered showers throughout the afternoon. Best chance of those is going to be in the northern mountains, and then some showers possible coming down to the coast as we get to Sunday overnight. So here's a good look at our foliage map. A lot of high and peak foliage up to the north and east, still moderate down towards a lot of the coastline. The foliage hasn't been super great this year because it's been very, very wet, but still something to get out and enjoy while you can. So seas 2 to 3 feet, that small craft advisory is in effect until Saturday at 8 a.m. So here's what our 7-day forecast is looking like. So I think the weekend's going to be pretty good. Saturday, I would say, is a little bit better. Sunday's going to be a bit on the cooler side. High temperatures only in the lower to mid 50s. And then as we get into Monday, some scattered showers, but then a ridge is going to build in for the second half of next week. So we'll get a little bit warmer into the low to mid 60s, and we'll get some more sunshine out of it too, Alex. So overall, it's a good weekend for some fall activities, getting outside and enjoying it. I'm really excited.
Me too. All right. Can't wait. Thanks, Dana.